Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, guys? What up, Chin? Chris Noddy. Regina, Ron Wilson. Crazy Slaw, Sean C., Jared Nichols. How's everyone doing tonight? What up, Matt? Medium of Media, what's going on? I cut my eye open today. That sounds pretty damn gnarly. Hopefully it wasn't your actual eyeball. Thanks everyone for being here for another Wednesday stream. I appreciate you all. Hope everyone's doing very well. Lucas, are you sponsored? I'm not sponsored. I'm not sponsored. What's up, Noah? What's up, Riley Johnson? Sean C., Jeremy. The bros are cool. Alvaro. Garrett McLaughlin. What's up, Jubo? Mina says, any advice on skiing in a budget hotel? Says 200 make it possible to afford doing more than that a few days a year. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I think the only thing with hotels would just, obviously, the further away you stay, the cheaper it's going to be. So, for instance, if you come to Utah, staying down in Salt Lake City, Kimball Junction. Other than that, saving money, not buying food at the lodges, not eating lunch and whatnot at the lodges, stuff like that, trying to buy tickets ahead of time, all that sort of ways to save money. What's up, Nacho? Ryan D. Brandon S. Scope. Yo, Ski Bums. East Coast in the house. Welcome, East Coast. What's up, Jerry? East Coast in here heavy. I love to see that. East Coast, West Coast, Central Coast, Gulf Coast. All right, we're setting up an Instagram live stream. How's the skiing? I haven't skied yet. Hopefully soon. I think it's been a little too warm for places to make snow, so I was optimistic about this weekend, but yeah, I think just with the weather we have out here, it's, we could see end of October. But yeah, no skiing for me yet. Lucas is sponsored by the Stoke. That's right. I'm sponsored by the Stoke Squad, but no. And I think sponsored gets thrown around a lot. I mean, what does it really mean to actually be sponsored? When's the merch dropping? Chin, I don't know, man. I feel like I don't really love it enough to drop it. I don't know. I think I need. For some reason, I'm struggling with the merch a lot more than I did with the stickers, and just booked a trip to Keystone. Nice. Yeah, good point, Regina. I was going to mention hostels as well. Hostels are obviously a good way to do it. First Colorado ski resort, I don't know, 25th, 27th. Like I said, I think it's a little bit too warm right now to be blowing snow. Can't wait for skiing this season. The Stoke is high. Need sick merch, Lucas says. Wrath you mice. Fun for the season. I've been uploading a short every day of October for your inspiration. Thanks for what you do. Awesome, dude. I'm stoked to hear that. Brandon S. with the $4.99. Yo, Lucas, I got Icon, Epic, and Indie. Not going to do what everyone thinks I'm going to do. Who's coming with me? Nice, man. You got all of them. Icon, Epic, and Indie, dude. Thank you for the $4.99, my friend. I got the Indy as well. I was surprised it came off the wait list, and yeah, managed to pick up an Indy. What are your thoughts on a hydration pack? I think hydration packs are all good. I mean, I don't want to say I used to use one. There was a period a long time ago where I tried to use one and it just kept freezing. So I never really had great success with it. But if you can insulate the tube well, I think. But to be honest, if I really need hydration, I'll just always just eat some snow. But yeah, if it works for you, I think, they definitely, obviously Camelback's the leading player in that. Lucas, what ski would you use on the East Coast trip? Yeah, I'd have to use my 106. What trips do I have planned? Kind of similar to last year. Just a little bit of everything. Pacific Northwest into British Columbia, Alberta. I mean, I'd love to do something international. A little bit too soon to really tell, but keeping my options open. But a similar type trip this year, but an emphasis on British Columbia and Alberta. What's up, Noah? Also got 9 inches. Skied in Colorado. What's up, Levi? Got a sweet deal on some Enforcer 110s. Nice, man. It's a great ski. Do you think the Bird will open before Thanksgiving, Lucas? I think they'll open before Thanksgiving. Yeah. I mean, but again, I'm not... It all depends on the temperatures and the snow. I mean, everything I'm guessing really has no basis for, but just based on historical context, I think they will try to open a little bit before Thanksgiving. Bon Rogers with the $9.99 for the Stoke. Need a Stoke hat, that's all. Yeah, the Stoke hats are definitely what I like the most. Bon, thank you for the $9.99. I could see myself releasing a hat and beanie and a sweatshirt, I guess, but maybe I just got to put it out. I mean, I'm honestly kind of going a little bit off the stickers. And so a little bit, I'm like, the stickers have been great, but I'm kind of using that as an indicator of, I guess behavior with what is worth it with the merch. And that's all. Maybe some people aren't sticker people and they're more a hoodie person, so I get there's different behaviors at that. You skied on Monday at Elta. Nice, Levi. Nice, dude. Lucas, I got a pair of zipline goggles in from the mail. Need a new sticker as well. Let's go, Noah. So stoked to hear that, man. Did you get the podiums or the clicks? When's the last day to buy a pass? Not sure if I am this year as of now. I actually don't know that answer. Does anyone know the last day you can buy a pass? I don't know. When are you going to go skiing? As soon as a mountain opens. Hey, Lucas, are you still planning on doing a video about how to edit ski content? Yes, I am. I'm overwhelmed with that topic because there's so much to it. And so I could see myself doing a GoPro Max video over anything first. But yes, I would like to put something out like that to help you guys. It's just, I feel like if I were to put out a video on like how to edit, I was going to try to do a video like how to make ski vlogs or how I make my ski vlogs. And I'm just like, man, it seems so daunting. I just filmed a video today that I want to put out tomorrow and it came out to be like 33 minutes long. And I'm like, oof. I kind of just sat down and started talking and that's where we're at. So what's up, Jack? What's up, Instagram? I haven't said hi to Instagram. What's going on, guys? I saw people in Steamboat earlier. Love your channel. You post great content as at least 500,000 subs. Yeah, I mean, there's everywhere kind of got a dust air, I want to say dusting. Everywhere got 12, 15 inches of snow at elevation. So some people took advantage of that and all that. Snowbird is TBD, but I think they're going to probably be around like November 20th. Is Bridger Bull on the Indy? That is a good question, Robert. I don't really know. I have to honestly double check what's actually on the Indy Pass. And the Indy Pass is a little bit, I don't want to say it's weird, but like you can't ski on the weekends for the most part. At least the one that I have, at least with the one that I have. All of the days have to be on a Saturday or during the week. Ugh. What's up, Scott's Thoughts? What's up, Decim, Breton? Started PT today. Said it went well. Looks good here. 8 weeks of PT. Nice, man. It'll be just in time for ski season. Pall Mall is on the Indy. That's one of the reasons why I got it. Levi, I have 2 days to Pall Mall. Yeah, I'm honestly really impressed with the resorts on the Indy Pass for the price you pay. I mean, another reason why I got it was Big White up in British Columbia was one I wanted to get up to. I mean, Mount Hood Meadows is another one. Powder Mountain. So, I mean, even if I just did a day at each of those, the pass would be worth it. But there you go. Insulated straw and straw zips. There you go. What's up, Jeff? Book flight for the meetup. Arriving on Wednesday. Still looking at lodging. Jeff, super stoked to hear that. I think I very briefly talked to Chin about it, but I think we want to try to do a see who's interested. I need to do a proper, who's actually going to be coming to the meetup again. But I do want to open up Friday as another day, maybe exclusive to Stoke Squad members, people who are coming in, and are going to be there for the day. I would love to do, because Saturday is going to be at Canyons, it would be cool to do a Park City side on Friday. I would take it, the head count would be smaller, so we could talk about parking and carpooling a bit more, but it would be cool to sort of give people a tour of the Park City side and things like that. So still kind of working through some of that stuff, but I think that could be an option for people arriving, like you are, Jeff, arriving Wednesday. But I also get if people want days to ski by themselves, I totally get that. I love skiing solo, and if people just want to have the extra days to sort of get their legs underneath them, I totally get that. But just something I'm thinking about if people would be interested. Okay, I'm gonna kind of skip down a little bit. 106 is wide unless it's a big powder. I know. I mean, I also was thinking if I really did an East Coast trip, do I just get like a pair of ARV 96s or something? But yeah, I'll worry about that when the time comes. What goes on at these meetups? We all just get together, hang out, and ski. That's about it. I mean, it's very casual. Yeah, that's about it. We go out, whoever wants. Last year we all went to dinner afterwards, but it's really just a way for everyone to meet each other, and especially once the season gets more underway, there's, a lot of people in these live streams, people, I'll use like Ron and Regina, Chin, like people who are quite literally communicating with each other every week. It's a cool way to actually meet each other in person. So that's kind of it. Last year we had about 22 people at each day. And yeah, we just ski and hang out and all that sort of stuff. So very casual. Ever skied snowball? No, I haven't. In your opinion, who gets more snow in November, Colorado or Utah? November. I don't know, man. I'm sure it's pretty freaking even. Pretty even. I guess I'd go with Utah. Snowboard's gonna have temps in the 20s and 30s in the next week. Nice. That's what I'm thinking. I think, unfortunately this week is just a little bit too warm for people to blow snow, especially in Colorado. But we should start to see temperatures drop. Better late than never for the night. What's your advice on how to drop bigger cliffs, starting to break a barrier to get to bigger cliff drops? I'm probably not the best person to answer this just because I don't really hit many cliffs. I don't know what size cliff you're already hitting. You could already be hitting in what I consider big cliffs. But something that I always remind myself when I hit cliffs is that I'm pushing my hands forward, and for the most part, you don't typically need to pop off a cliff. I think if you try to jump off the cliff, you can sort of misconstrue your body weight. Your body weight, your sort of center of balance. So a lot of it's just kind of riding off. I push the hands down the hill and focus on a 4-point landing. But like I said, you could very well already be launching big cliffs. Thoughts on Moment skis? I've never tried them. I really have no thoughts on them. I mean, I'm sure it's a great ski. Any tips for intermediate skiers? Do you have anything more specific, man? Snaky Penguin Dragon? I'm definitely willing to share my experiences, but if you had something more specific, I could maybe help you. Opinion on black crows, never tried them, but they seem like a great ski. Oh man, I need to find better like answers for these, but I haven't tried a lot of skis. I haven't tried a lot of boots. I mean, I'm up for Fridays this year. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. I think it'd just be something, I don't know. It's either that or it's like, or I take the day off and just get ready for the weekend. I don't know. I don't really know. Again, a lot can change between now and then, but I'm just thinking if people are coming in early, or hell, at least organize something so if people, yeah, or hell, we don't have to do Park City. We could do another place if people are into it. I don't know. That's the struggle of organizing the meetup in general, you know. When do you think you'll hit Meadows? Probably in January. You know where you're going President's Day weekend? I have no idea, to be honest. I don't even know when President's Day weekend is. When was your last day this past season? I mean, I skied in June in Mammoth, if that counts. Do you think this year will be a better snow year? Do you think there's going to be more snow? I do not. I do not think you're going to top last year in terms of snowfall. It doesn't mean it's not. It doesn't mean it's going to be a bad year, but I don't think you're going to have. Yeah, I don't think you're going to have as much snow as last year. I like the Friday day at Park City. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. Like I said, because Saturday we're going to ski, you know, we mostly see canyon side, so. What resorts did you ride when you lived in New York? I skied a mountain called Toggenburg. That was about it. They think they closed down now. Nice, Mo. Congratulations, just got your epic pass. First time going to Park City. When's the meetup? The meetup is March 9th and 10th. March 9th and 10th. Are you doing that Powder Highway? Yeah, that's the plan. Sick, that sounds fun. My buddy's planning a trip. I'm on Park City. I'm going with Breck again. Might have to slide it maybe. Yeah, dude, come on. Come through. Breck is awesome also, so I don't think you'll be disappointed there, but yeah, come through. March 9th and 10th. It's open to everyone, all skill levels, snowboarders, snow bikers, skiers. I mean, it really doesn't matter. It's like I said, yeah, the bigger struggle is coordinating a group of 20 people. I would assume that we'd have more people just based on how stuff grows. So I'm looking at having designated guides this time because the big struggle was no one really knew where. No one knows that no one knew, but no one really cared where we skied. So a lot of it was standing around talking. So I think if we had people, taking the lead on that stuff would just make it a little bit better. But yeah, it's like I said, it's open to everyone. Email comes with, I was listening to your thumbnail. Yeah, I'll follow up after this stream, man. I don't know. I had a few conversations, so I don't know exactly what your name is, Dessim24, but yeah, I'll follow up after the stream. Are you coming up to Sunshine? Yeah, I went to Sunshine last year and we skied. That's all we skied was Goat's Eye. We hiked off the top of the lift there and skied those chutes on Goat's Eye. It was pretty fun, pretty cool. The meetups are up. Canyons, Mountain, and Solitude. Are you doing as many opening days as possible this season? Probably. I mean, not as many as possible. I mean, it's not like I'm going to be driving all over the country in pursuit of opening days, but I'm going to try to do a lot of Colorado, a lot of Utah, and I'm going to try to do Jackson Hole opening day this year. And that's kind of about it. Your dad's dying in the game was totally bomb. Is the role model. Thank you, Ron. Yeah, a very special video for me to put together and actually be able to memorialize it, put it into a tangible physical asset in a sense. I mean, I know it's digital, but my Moment Death Wish are awesome. You'd love Moment skis. Yeah, everyone who uses them seems to really like them. A 4-point landing is, you know, you're using both your skis and both your poles. That's all 4 points rather than just landing with your skis. Is a common term in mogul skiing and stuff like that. So all 4 points, 2 skis and 2 poles, 4 points. I've never tried the photochromic lens, actually. No, I think Justin might have. I don't know if he's in here tonight, but I think I've never tried them. What's Papa Joe charging for lodging for the meetup? You'll have to ask him if you see him out there. Backcountry's not in my plans, Commanders. There's really no, I don't really foresee backcountry. I mean, maybe when I'm like 45 and I'm still making YouTube videos, maybe that's the next step in my career. But at this point, there's really no immediate backcountry in my plans. Friday Icon, DV or Snow Basin. That works too. That's what I'm saying. I'll do either or. I mean, yeah, we could do an Icon place. That's the struggle, right? Because it feels like there's always going to be someone who's excluded if you have an Epic Pass. I think DV would be fun as well. I saw you at Mammoth Mountain biking. Oh man, should have said hello. That was fun. What's up, Holt Hooper? Holt Hooper on Instagram. Friday night skiing at Brighton for the meetup. That would be rad too. Although that'd be a ton of skiing. Friday night skiing, then waking up like, yeah, first thing Saturday for more. I mean, damn, be nonstop. We'll just have a 72-hour nonstop ski rave. Where are you planning to be mid-December? I don't know. It's hard. December, I'm still up in the air. I don't exactly know what to do December. I would have to say right now I'm planning on California, Tahoe. But I did done that the past 2 years, so I wouldn't mind going somewhere else. But I might even just leave December open a little bit to who has some good snow to score some POW before the holidays. When do you think Keystone and A Basin are going to open? I would think next Friday. Just based on temperatures. I've been looking at their webcams. It's not really cold enough to blow snow. I mean, I hope I'm wrong, but if they were to open Friday, I feel like you would have seen an announcement by now. What's the best breakfast you cooked in the van last season? Parker Smith. Best breakfast I cooked. I don't know if it was last season. It wasn't last season, but when I went to Aspen 2 years ago, I made blueberry pancakes. That was probably the best. Any tips for an East Coast guy going west? I'd say make sure you have the right skis. I mean, I don't know what ski you use or what your ski level is, but I will say it's hard to ski out west without the proper skis underneath you, in my opinion. I have a family with a combination Northern Nevada. Mountain States, who got me even more stoked. Nice, man. That sounds pretty rad. How'd you get into car racing? I think I've seen this question twice from you. Look, car racing is very difficult to get into. Unfortunately, it's not something that you can just decide you want to go do. I was very fortunate that my dad was into it, and so that's how I kind of got into it. My recommendation would be get into something like go-karting. That's a good way to start. But if you have a local racetrack, it's a lot of networking, but it's unfortunately a very hard thing to get into. I will say that, but go-karting's great. There's also a little bit more budget type of options like Spec Miata type racing and things like that, but love the content. Just got some JJs for this season. Been rocking ARV 96 for the past 3 seasons. Nice, Ryan. Similar. That's kind of what I did. I had a 97 Armada for a while. What up, Kobe? Park City worth an 11-hour drive for 3 days? Absolutely. But I used to drive like 8 hours to places to ski like one day and then drive back for work the next day. I'm not really doing a meetup day at Deer Valley. Typically the meetups are organized so they're at places with unlimited access. I'm down for whatever, but just typically the other bad part with Deer Valley is that there's no snowboarders. So if we have any snowboarders, it instantly takes people out of that. I'd love to hit Aspen again. I want to do another Colorado trip. And Aspen was a lot of fun. Tutorials about videos? No. I will. Don't think I'll ever do tutorials on skiing. Anything skiing related, to be honest. And especially tricks. I mean, I don't do tricks in general. But yeah, this will really never do tutorials on skiing. Just not a can of worms I really want to open up. I'm trying to put out a video tomorrow on like It's called like the 2024 skiing buying guide. And I feel like I should change the title. But I go through ski length, underfoot, rocker, and camber to hopefully inform people on what to buy. It's not telling you these are the 5 skis you should buy this year, or the top 5 skis. And even that, I'm like, whew, you know. That's like as tutorial as I want to get about skiing. You've done Crystal and Snoqualmie. Are going to do Stevens Pass covered by Epic. Yeah, I would love to. I wanted to do it last year, but just never got around to it. 50 days before Xmas and a lot of opening days got on top of this year. I know. I think I'll definitely hit 50 before Christmas. I didn't even know I had that many before Christmas. Yeah, honestly, November and December are going to be the, you know, those are really busy months for the channel and everything like that. So got to take advantage of that while we can. How's Snow Basin? Snow Basin's great. Is mountain biking even closest one? Absolutely. I think mountain biking is an extreme rush. I mean, maybe it's because I've skied for a lot longer, but mountain biking is a ton of fun. I mean, it's similar and it's also very different, but yeah, mountain biking is great. When's the first ski trip? As soon as a mountain opens. Benny Ryan. When are you going to ski the East Coast? The deal that we have is if the channel ever hits 100,000 subscribers, we are going to do an East Coast trip. That's about... I don't know when I made that deal. But that's been the deal for a little while. What's the scariest situation you found yourself in while skiing solo? Getting cliffed out up at Revelstoke this past year. That was probably the scariest situation I've had in a little while. Visit Schweitzer in North Idaho. I'd love to check out Schweitzer one day. I'd love to check out other places in Idaho other than Sun Valley. October 25th. That's what I said. I said October 25th. That was the date that I predicted. I got hopeful that it was going to be sooner because we had that little snow squall, you know. But it's just got warm. Songs Fire, You Are My Sunshine. I got the ARV 106s for this season. Nice, Colin. That's a great ski. Tips for skiing backward. Is it like skating backwards? Ooh. I think it is kind of similar. One thing that I would say is keep your chest up. I think it's very easy when you ski backwards to like get really bent over and you like almost look under your armpit. I would just encourage people to still keep their chest up, look over your shoulder. I mean, you wouldn't ski forward like all crunched down. Another big thing is like keeping there's a stagger that you want to keep with your skis. And when you ski forward, you kind of have your skis, you know, similar right here. But when you ski backwards, you kind of want to have one leading the other one to help arc the turns around. Those are the kind of the two big things I would say for skiing backwards. And then when you get really good at it, or not even when you get really good at it, but you want to try to look over both shoulders as you turn. If you could only ride one resort the rest of your life, it'd be Snowbird. Can you recommend any good ski shops in Park City? Cole Sport in Park City, Jan's. Those are kind of the two main ski shops that I think do a good job and have a vast knowledge of different things. White Pine is another good one. But yeah, Cole's and Jan's are going to be your two main ones. What's up, Silk? When are you going to ski the... I already answered it. Do a few track days to get feeling like you're driving fast. Recent TV to see someone like me at a cup. What do you think of ON3P skis? Again, never used them. I would think they're more of a park ski. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Do anything about the Nordicon Forster 94? Yeah, it's a great ski for someone getting into just sort of all mountain stuff. I think the 94 is a great underfoot width for just about anything that an advanced intermediate is going to find themselves in. So totally support the Enforcer. They make different underfoots if you want something bigger, but it's a great ski. Yeah, Crested Butte's another one I want to hit, Matt. That's one I've never been to before and is really on my list. Pizza or ice cream? Probably pizza, because I don't really... Well, it doesn't make any sense, actually. Honestly, neither, because the older I get, the less and less dairy I can digest safely. Have you skied in Western Canada? Yes, I have skied in Western Canada. What up, Matt Edwards? Once you get under Kane, head out east, don't miss out on J Peak and Mad River, going most similar to the west out east. Nice, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'll do a whole, you know, I'd have to really map out the tour and do it. Yeah, head up all these places that are worth hitting. I mean, again, it's a lot of it's going to be very limited to like the Epic and Icon Pass, right? The resorts I have, but Gwen and Jackson LSU can't wait to ski Corbett's Couloir for the first time. Nice, man. Good luck. Be safe with it. Supposed to rain at the I-70 resorts on Monday and Tuesday. Ooh, nice. Yeah, we just need some cold temperatures. First time now I'm going to Denver for 2 months next year. Got any ski shops recommend to get my skis tunes? I don't have any ski shops in Denver, to be honest. I don't know that area when it comes to ski shops, but I'm sure a very quick Google search will return you some spots. Where would you recommend skiing in late November? Look, I guess this is an answer to your question, but the reality is I honestly wouldn't recommend skiing in late November. I mean, it's just not, you know, it's just not time to ski. But if I had to say a place, I'd say probably Colorado. Just with their elevation, they typically can either make snow sooner than other places or they get snow. But yeah, I wouldn't say late November is necessarily the best time to go skiing. What's the littlest ears you have ever been to? I don't know, you asked this a few times. I have no idea what you're referring to. What's up, Jay? No, I've never taken an avalanche course, Pam. I mean, just whatever they teach you when you go heli skiing or cat skiing, the little briefing they give you, but I've never taken a proper avalanche course. Any interest in Telluride? Yeah, I've been there once. It was a great place. I'd love to go back. What's up, Brayden on Instagram? There's an entire Reddit fight about bar up versus bar down on East Coast, West Coast. People like it down. But announce before crushing my head or pinching my leg, please. Yeah, interesting. Crazy. I'm glad I never got into Reddit. I don't. Yeah. One thing I noticed when I went to Canada, the bar down was just like, it was the default. Like there was where like, I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like out here, bar up is the default. Like the bar rarely goes down unless someone asks to put it down. Where when I went to Canada, it was just like bar was coming down every time. But yeah, I have no problem putting it down because it's the right thing to do. But I do appreciate when people say, hey, put the bar down, or don't put the bar down when you're still in the freaking carousel, right? Like wait a little bit, wait till the first tower to pull it down, because people are still kind of putting their poles underneath their legs, maybe taking a backpack off. I mean, you're still kind of getting situated, and then you get domed in the head, you know, with the bar. So we'll yeah, that's all. But that's interesting. Thoughts on the Atomic Maverick 95 Titanium? Atomic makes great skis. I'm sure that is a good all-mountain groomer. It sounds like there's metal in it with the titanium. I think as long as you're not trying to ski powder or stuff like that, it seems to be a pretty good ski. Want to live the dream in van life and ski any tips you start? I'm 17. Look, man, you have your whole life ahead of you, dude. In my opinion, it'd be a disservice to tell you to go buy a van, live in it, and go ski. That's my opinion. I'm 29 years old. I've had a whole life of other things that's gotten me to this point. And when I'm 17, there was no way in hell I was even going to be able to do what I do. So I think you have, build a skill set, you know, because you'll thank yourself when you're 25, 30 years old and just don't rush into trying to, you know, live in a van and go skiing, because it's really not that it's cracked out to be. What kind of mountain bike do you have? I actually don't have a mountain bike. I was using my buddy's for a while. Eric Gulseth, what's up, Eric? 1111. Sorry, I'm late. My winter's been flipped upside down. We'll be spending a lot more hours in the rink than I planned on. There goes the skiing. No, dude. What do you mean? Viva la Squad. We'll be spending a lot more hours in the rink than I planned on. Well, I guess in retrospect, or maybe not in retrospect, but it's still great that you have kids who are passionate about wanting to do that. And the fact that you're involved is even better. Thanks for the 1111, but hopefully you can still make a ski trip or something this year. Lactose intolerant unless you take those pills. Yeah. And honestly, being in the van, you know, I don't have like a number 2 bathroom, so I do have to be very specific about my diet when I'm in the van, to be honest. Is GoPro still hunting? Yeah, they're working on it. I don't think it's going to be out this ski season, to be honest. Love Papa Joe episode. Could you shout out my YouTube channel? Look, here's... Because you asked this again. Sure, I would love to shout out your YouTube channel, okay? Everyone go subscribe to Flipper on YouTube. The problem with that, one, is that it doesn't matter what I say. If someone goes to your YouTube channel and one, you don't have videos, two, people don't like what it is, it doesn't mean anything. So, you know, I would just be very cautious by asking people to shout out your YouTube channel. And unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. But there you go. I just gave you a shout out. Now go subscribe to Flipper. Do you plan to ski in Montana, Big Mountain? I would love to ski in Montana, Grace. Big Mountain, is that a place in Montana? Yeah, I'd love to do Big Sky again, Bridger Bowl, stuff like that. 154 people in here. Damn, that might be an early season. Yeah, it might be some of the most we've had the past few weeks. Ever been to Mont Tremblant? No, I haven't. Are you leaving for Colorado soon? What's up, Xander? Yeah, as soon as a place announces they're going to open, I will. I'm not just going to go out there and hang out until a place does. But yeah, as soon as A Basin or Keystone announces it, then I'll head out there. As an Aussie, bar up is just as stupid as the Imperial system. Got on a chair with some ski patrols at Snow Basin that kept the bar up. It's like if no seatbelt was the meta. Like I get it. I mean, I'm here to say bar down is the right thing to do. It's a safe way to go. I'm just saying. There's been plenty of times it's like the bar isn't even a yeah. It's just different, right? Some places like you don't even think of the bar. Hell, some chairs don't even have bars still. I went at Snoqualmie, the 2-seater there, whatever that chair is, chair 2, doesn't even have a bar. It's the sketchiest chair I've ever rode, and there's no bar. I work at Copper. They're blowing snow at the same altitude as A Basin, but they haven't been able to blow for 3 nights now. I think all the Summit County resorts are going to get pushed back. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Just been warm. How long did it take you to build out your van in order to live? I assume it's a constant process. It took me about 7 months initially. Just want to say thanks for the motivation, showing that it's possible for people to keep it up. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. When's the first place you're going to this season? Probably Arapahoe Basin, Matt. Your recent video showed Fat Map. Is this new? Thoughts? I mean, I've always kind of looked at Fat Map just to see, like, to try to get a semblance of what steepness actually is, right? Like, to sort of get a feel for what it means, like, you know. And I think some people say, oh, you know, I've skied 55 degrees before, and it's like, I don't think people truly understand that. And I think also a lot of times in my videos, the runs just look very flat. And so by putting the fat maps in there, hopefully it just provided some extra context of like what the actual what the run looked like, and two, sort of the actual steepness of it. You know, it seemed like on average they were 42 to 45 degrees, and you know, the Philippe's one I think got up to 48. So I don't think it's something I'll add a lot, because it's just an extra step of that, of the videos. But it was for a video like that, it was kind of cool. Yeah. Ray J with the 20, inspiring stuff this week, Lucas. Blessings and peace to everyone here. Ray J, thank you for the 20, man. It's so great to see you. Thank you for the 20, dude. Blessings and peace. Hopefully, you always come in, drop a $20, and peace out. So, yeah, hope all is well. But sometimes you should stick around, man. The best bindings are going to be the look pivots. Big Mountain is in Whitefish. Okay. I mean, the reality is I try to stay on Epic, Icon, or now the Indie Pass, because at this point I've spent I've spent over $2,000 just on ski passes. So I do try to keep it to areas that I already have, so I don't have to spend extra money, but I'm always open to, it's not like a hard, fast rule. Last year was the worst snow season of all time. Keep it up. I go out west. Thank you, man. Yeah, it was kind of rough for the East, so hopefully this year's better for you guys. We're going to Winter Park again this year. Yeah, I'll definitely be there. At least for opening day. Squirt Kids team need a head coach. The Might Age kids need help, and they're starting in advance for late. Plus, I play men's league. I didn't know you were so involved in hockey, Eric, but being where you're from, being in Utica, New Hartford, that's kind of like what you do out there, so it makes sense. Favorite ski resort in Colorado? Ooh, that's tough. I mean, I like a lot of the Colorado resorts. Telluride, Breckenridge, A Basin, Steamboat's also great. What's up, Greg? Busy stream tonight. Yeah, lots of people in here. If you're in here, say what up. I don't know. Say where you're from. Say what skis you have, or not, or you can just sit there. But we do stream every Wednesday from 6 to 8. Hang out, talk. I wear headphones that don't have anything in them. There's not even a cord attached, but they get me in my stream zone. Is the music good? Is the music too low? I can't hear the music. Ron Wilson gifted 5. Ron, thank you for gifting 5. Garner, Carrie, Bob, Sean, and Jordan, welcome to the Stoke Squad. Ron, you are a legend, my friend. Thank you for 5. Welcome to Stoke Squad. Being out east, been drilled in my bar. Look, like I said, I think putting the bar down, there's nothing wrong with putting the bar down. It's the right thing to do. It's the safe thing to do. I mean, last year, if you guys remember, we had a ski patroller pass away in Park City from falling off the chairlift when we had a bunch of snow. I don't know the exact details. I'm not saying the bar was up or wasn't up. I'm just saying it's like, I think who said where. Silk said it earlier. It's kind of like driving without a seatbelt on, All my point was if you do put the bar down, there's etiquette in how to put the bar down. That's all I'm saying. What's up, David Hires? Tonight is my volley patrol meeting. So stoked. Here we go. I like the 2-seater with no bars and headwaters at Big Sky. Feels so retro. That's what I'm saying. I mean, there's still a lot of chairs in the U.S. that don't even have a bar, but all Vail Resorts employees that are on the clock, whether in uniform or not, are required to have the bar down. Interesting. Any East Coast plans this year? I don't have any East Coast plans. Six inches of fresh pow or 12? I mean, assuming everything's open, I guess I'd rather go with 12. New poles, and they measure the angle of the slope. That's pretty cool. you ever drop anything off the lift? Of course. I mean, I don't as much anymore, but you know, in 25, 26 years of skiing, of course I've dropped something off the lift. I even dropped my goggles off the lift when I was mountain biking 2 summers ago. But yeah, I typically don't drop stuff now, which is kind of amazing because of all the, I feel like I either have a camera going in or out or a battery, but I feel like I have a system now that I could almost do with my eyes closed. Xander with 5 gifted. Xander, thank you, man. The Stoke button has been here the whole time. I was just waiting for the right moment. Xander, it's good to see you, man. I hope all's been well. Thank you for gifting 5. Snaky Penguin Dragon, V1GZ, Controller Cole, Ski Bomb, Ryan Rodriguez. Welcome. Courtesy of Xander. I am in Seattle. How bad is the drive to Revelstoke? I don't know. I mean, I've never done it from Seattle. I've done it from Whistler. And I will say the drive from Whistler east, let's just say I am never doing that drive again at night, and I'm never doing it in a snowstorm. The roads in British Columbia are pretty gnarly. But yeah, I don't know the way you'd go from Seattle. Recently moved to Utah. My current widest ski is at 110. Would you recommend something wider? I don't think so. I mean, if I try to be objective about this, I'm sure 110 is fine. In my opinion, if you're skiing in a place like Alta Snowbird, when you can easily get a 12-foot, 16-inch storm, a 120 would not feel too wide, put it that way. But I think for the most part, for one ski, a 110 is great. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out here who rock the Bent Chetler 110 as their only ski. But I just typically like wider skis, but you're probably pretty good. There's nothing, it's almost like that you don't know what you're missing until you get on it. So, Have you ever done any racing at Pocono? I have not, Matt. No racing at Pocono for me. How long until you ski the Midwest? I don't know, man. We got to make another deal, I guess. What resort would you make for late November? I guess somewhere in Colorado. I wouldn't really recommend late November skiing, but your videos are great. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. What up, Walton? The East Coast tentative plan is if the channel ever hits 100,000 subscribers to Jacob S., there will be an East Coast plan. What up, squad? Yesterday I was watching one of my favorite episodes from last year. You and Papa Joe at Snowboard rocking the 133. Started thinking Papa Joe camera. Dude, Parker, I have that on my list. I'm putting a head cam because I have 2 GoPro Maxes. I'm putting a head cam mount on Joe's thing, and I just think not that it would be utilized all that much, but it would just be another cool element when I ski with my dad. Put a GoPro on his head and have his POV on some things. But 100%, dude. I think that'd be a great addition. Yeah, that was such a fun episode, and being able to use my 133s, that ski is such a beast of a ski. Mark gifted me ski lessons for my birthday. That is so nice of Mark. Pretty excited to feel the stoke everyone talks about. Mark is such a good guy. I'm stoked for you, Amanda. What ski hill did you learn to ski on? I really learned to ski out here at Park City. How did the ARV 106s, I think, compared to the 116 JJ? I love my JJs, want something similar in feel, but narrow. Yeah, that's why I got the 106s. It's essentially an identical ski with more camber underneath the foot and less rocker in it. So it's just tailored to for more all mountain skiing. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, it's kind of just a little bit toned down version of the 116. Mm, mm, mm. Luke's an amazing skier, bro. How are you so good? Oh, I appreciate that, man. But like I say, when it comes to skiers out west, especially in like a place like Little Cottonwood, I am quite literally an average skier. I've just skied for a very long time. So if you're young, which I would assume you're younger than I am, if you just stick with it, you will be much better than I am when you're my age. Ever rode J skis? Just bought a new pair of... Never rode J skis, man. But those sound pretty sweet. 106 waist, such a great great underfoot, man. My oldest plays midgets at Center State, and there's a couple of Cavs players on it. I used to play for Center State. Are they still the Stampede? Center State Stampede. Imagine you just drop the blog camera and just nail someone in the head. I know. Shit. What's up, Fletcher? Grace says Black Crows, Kama Birdie's what I ski on. That sound pretty sick. What's up, Dakota? Rosking on Black Ops 92. Drive stock cars and rent slingshots. Do you ride twin tips? Yes, I do. You go into Solitude opening weekend. I'll be there opening weekend. Unfortunately, Solitude, Park City, and I think Alta all open on the same day. So I have to try to navigate that. I'll probably do Park City on the opening day and then Solitude and Alta that weekend. Have you skied Stevens Pass or Mount Baker? No, I have not. Are you going to Mammoth this season? Yes, I'll definitely be at Mammoth this year. Ray J gifted a membership. Mo, welcome. Ray, thank you for the gift. How do you like Snowmass in the S? I think Snowmass was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. They had a ton of variety. And the only other mountain I did was Aspen Highlands, which was also a lot of fun. But I've never done Buttermilk or Ajax. Try to chase at least one opening day somewhere. It's fun. I mean, definitely got to tailor your expectations when doing opening days, you know, and just, yeah, think of the longevity of the season. But it's a cool thing to be a part of. The youngest wants to do Field Hawk, and the other wants to box. I already claimed 150 for the Midwest. All right, I'll hold you to that. J-A-S-O-N. 150,000 subscribers, and we'll do Midwest. What's the stretch routine look like? I don't really have a huge stretch routine when it comes to skiing. I've been stretching more and more just for working out. My legs are so sore right now. I'm like, you know, the 24 hours past doing legs, dude, I can barely walk. So I've been stretching more in that, but I don't really have a stretch routine when it comes to skiing. Brian had opening day. Still to finally ski some thick skis. Only use my BC 120s for a few hours. Probably the least used 2022 model going around. I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, I'm working on a video that's going to go out tomorrow that's kind of talks about underfoot, camber, kind of talks about the four main things when it comes to skiing. And I just, I don't know. Me personally, I used to use a 98 underfoot for like 3 seasons in Colorado and then in Utah. And that was the only ski that I used for a long time. And then I went from that till to my 116 JJ, the Stoke Kings. And I just feel like when I changed into that ski, it just made me a better skier. Is it actually true? Probably not. It's probably just me just skiing longer. But for the most part, I really feel like the bigger ski gave me more confidence and allowed me to charge harder than I could on a 97 underfoot, especially if you're doing big mountain stuff. It just makes sense, you know? If you're skiing groomers in park, a bigger ski isn't really going to help you. But when you get into off-piste stuff, more underfoot, more surface area, a wider and a longer ski, I think just makes it so you can ski harder, faster, and stuff like that. But again, also at the end of the day, it comes down to personal preference. Papa Joe Cam. Have you ever used Black Crows? I have not. Do you have any recommendations for camping around British Columbia in an RV, such as where to park and camp? Not off the top of my head, there's plenty of apps, man. You can check out the app iOverlander. It gives, it's a user-generated app that tells places on where to park, where not to park, water, bathrooms, showers. They allowed you to have a GoPro above. Sick, dude. I gotta see the footage. Good, you know where you're racing next year? Yeah. We are not going to Nashville, though. That's really just reserved for the big cars. We don't really do Nashville. Yeah, I mean, there's a depending on which video you watch, I have full length videos of a race lap with full telemetry, gas and brake pressure, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, you just got to find the right video, but honestly, there's really I don't think there's going to be much more racing videos on the future. Are you going to hit Colorado this season? Yes, I am, Pat. Coming back to Worcester this season. Yes, that's my plan. Great to be with you, Lucas. You're an inspiration. PR from New Jersey. Pete, good to see you, my friend. Are you planning on hitting Big Sky? Yeah, it's in the cards. I'm planning on hitting every resort in the entire world. The question is, am I actually going to make it to them? All right. Will you be at Crystal this year? Yes, I'm planning on hitting every resort in the entire world. I just don't know if I'm going to make it there. I was at Shields the other day, and they had so many skis that almost tempted me enough to buy another pair, even though I already have two. Come on, man. A third pair won't hurt you, Levi. A third pair's going to help. Hockey's a blast. Just stinks it competes with skiing. It's honestly, dude, I feel like it's one of the best sort of teachers for kids, especially kids that you have at your age, like just the whole team dynamic, the locker room, all that sort of stuff, playing other teams. Like, the only bummer is that it's so much work. The travel, the practices, the gear, like it's a ton of work, but I think it's extremely rewarding and good for kids when they get older. You still have the Montec set? Yeah, I have all the Montec sets. I actually have most of them listed for sale, but I still have them all, yeah. Will the East Coast trip include Quebec? I don't know. I haven't even got that far. Are we doing the East Coast Canada as well? I have no idea. Let's first focus, let's first focus on where we're at now. We still have a long way to go. I think A Basin Keystone's going to open next weekend. Except for tuning gear. What's up, Joe? Yeah, he is getting a helmet cam. I'm not necessarily saying no more racing, but I mean, I don't know. I do it 7 times a year, so. But the reality is the mountain biking was a lot more popular, and I don't know. At the end of the day, this becomes, this is more and more a business the longer I do it, so I have to kind of tailor towards stuff that makes sense. Any van upgrades? Yeah, I put in new self-heating batteries about a few weeks ago. Happy birthday to the patriarch of this family tree. I reckon you really had something else with mountain bike vids, summer skiing. Yeah. I agree, Silk. I think it was kind of a cool, dabble in some summer skiing. But the mountain biking, I think it's just, like I said, it's just something I can put out a lot. So I wonder how many resorts there are in the world. I know. Probably an insane amount. Can't wait for new ski videos. Hell yeah, Jason. Apparently there's 6,148 resorts in the world. Or hitting any Colorado opening days. Yeah, man, my plan is to hit just about all of them that I can in Summit County. What's up, Justin? Happy birthday to Lucas G Dad and Papa Joe's dad. Yeah, so what? Papa Joe's dad is 90, Papa Joe's 62. And I don't know how old I am. I forgot. I've been watching your videos, getting so stoked for skiing. Hell yeah, Mo. I appreciate that. After getting back from a Tool show last night. Damn, Justin. How was it, man? Second channel for the racing kind of stuff to the off-mountain content. I know, but then it's just like how much, it's just like how much energy do I put into a second channel? I think once, I don't know. I feel like, and I don't know if I'll ever get out of this one, but I just feel like I'm still in, I'm in the early stages of trying to build a business, so it's like all my efforts, all my time is focused on this, right? So it's like, I don't know how much I would put into something else, it'd be like a distraction. So I guess that's all. Because I thought about that. I secretly made a paintball channel, but I started posting some stuff on it. I'm like, why am I going to spend time on this when I should just be posting on my, my other channel. And then I stopped posting. But I secretly wanted to challenge myself. I was like, I want to start a channel at 0 and see what I can do. So that was the thought behind it. And then I just, stopped. Do you normally come back to the van for lunch or pack and take it in the backpack? Ooh, I honestly don't really eat lunch, to be honest. I'll bring like little bars, but typically I'm skiing like 4 to 5 hours. And so I'll just eat when I come back, if that makes sense. I guess sometimes if I were, I would pack it with me. I would not really come back to the van to eat. If I were to go in and take my stuff up, it's gonna be tough for me to get back out there. So yeah, once I'm out, I'm staying out, and I'll just pack stuff. You gonna be at Alta or the Bird? Yeah, for sure, man. I'll be at likely the Bird. What are your thoughts on the new Deer Valley expansion? I think it's great. I mean, I think it was expected. They're not going to build a resort that butts up to Deer Valley and not have Deer Valley sort of assume management of it. So I think it's cool. I mean, it's more terrain. It's pretty incredible how much terrain you can now ski in the Wasatch Mountain, from Deer Valley to Park City, essentially over the ridge to Brighton and Solitude, then over the ridge again to Alta and the Bird. So yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, there's a reason why Deer Valley is consistently rated as one of the best resorts out there. So what's up, Alex? What's up, Jay Pottles? Got an Alta Bird this year. Nice, man. You'll definitely see me out there, dude. My problem is I need more days to Alta Bird. My problem is I only have 7. Jose Proopy with the 10. That'll give a stoke button for your first ever super chat. Hey, sorry to not introduce myself. I was doing other things while listening. No problem. Joseph. Okay, Joseph. I'm sorry. Living in Salt Lake, but originally from Spain. Congrats for the channel, my friend. Thank you, man. Welcome. Thanks for introducing yourself. Living in Salt Lake. There's people that want it, me included. Doesn't have to be polished, just there. I know. I appreciate that, Eric. You're such a rare exception. There's 1 to 5% of people who are like you, who really just want to support all that. So I love it. I loved making the paintball videos, and I loved making the racing videos because it provides me something to look back on that is such an incredibly short-lived and special time in my life. And it just gives me a break from the skiing. Like I obviously love skiing. It's, I love making the videos, but it's also so relieving when May hits to be able to make other stuff, you know, because little do people know, only a few people know. I think Justin would know. This channel never originated as a ski channel. Never. It never did. I made a video once that was called Skiing at Jackson Hole in 2021. My first ever ski video I really made. And it ended up doing really well. So I started to lean into that more. But I never made a channel like with the intention to be like a ski YouTuber. Does Papa Joe's dad ski? He does not, unfortunately. Indy Pass Mountain recommendations. I need to look into it more, Brandon. But I've heard Big White's pretty cool. Mount Hood Meadows is great. Powder Mountain's great. Do you make a lot of money racing? I mean, not really. Not compared to the cost it takes to run. I mean, it all just depends on how your setup is. You know, I mean, you do make a few thousand per sort of per race. But again, just depends, you know, if you're having to fund the racing as well, it doesn't offset what it takes to run. Ski the East, says Alex. Are you still running J's? I don't know what's going on in this Instagram chat, man. Learning any tricks this year? Probably not, dude. Bro, ski the East, ski the East. I need to see you at the Bird or Elta. You're my fave, says Oscar. Dude, you'll likely see me there, man. What was your dream job if YouTube didn't work out? That is a good question that I really don't have a good answer to. I just never really had the YouTube not working out as an option. But using a camera in some capacity, I mean, that was kind of what I was doing before. Probably working for GoPro of some sort. Ron Wilson with the 20. I look forward to Wednesday night for the camaraderie fraternity. I have my cochlear ligament reconstruction November 1st. Earliest I can make it work. 6 weeks till races. If you're going to be stupid, you got to be tough. Man, I'm still so bummed to hear that, but I'm glad that you are in good spirits about it, put it that way. And I appreciate you being here, man. Hopefully the 6 weeks goes by. The only saving grace is that you're not really missing ski season. Epic or Icon, what would you choose if you could just get one? It totally depends on where I live. If I live in Colorado, I would go with Epic. If I lived in California, if I lived in Utah, I'd go Icon. If I lived in California, I'd probably go Icon as well. It really just depends where you at. Being that you're going to all resorts, what is the time on hitting East Coast resorts? Okay, one, I'm not going to all resorts. That's not, yeah. And I don't have any plans to hit East Coast resorts right now. I think this gets misconstrued. Or I think it gets misunderstood that I'm doing an East Coast trip. I don't have any plans for an East Coast trip right now. Yeah, I'm definitely going to hit up Breck again this year, Matthew. What's up, Alex? What's the burner channel name? Nah, dude, I'm keeping that hidden. I think I have like 10 subscribers. Yeah, definitely hitting up Jackson Hole. That's the one place I kind of regretted not hitting last year. My sister lives up there, so I have a very easy spot to park the van. And yeah, I want to hit up Jackson. I want to get to know that mountain better. One of like the single-handed biggest criticism from my resort ranking video was where's Jackson Hole? Where's Jackson Hole? Where's Jackson Hole? Jackson Hole should be number one, you know. And to be honest, I just don't see it. I've been there a handful of times, so I want to get back there, explore it more, and make sure that I feel like I'm missing something. Like, what am I missing? So, Yeah, I've missed so much of this Instagram stuff because I just... Lucas Squidward Day? What does that even mean, dude? Eric gifted 5. Adam, Rathy Mice, Whiteblade, Brandon. Eric, thank you for the 5 gifted. Welcome, Adam, Rathy, Whiteblade, Brandon. What's up, Ryan Rodriguez? Cody. What's up, Pablo? Next year, you should get the Alta Bird Pass with the icon add-on. I know. Honestly, Levi, next year, I think I just need to get an Alta Bird Pass. Or like that Utah Gold Pass, which is like unlimited to everywhere at any time. There still are passes that are specific to a specific mountain, Paul, if that's what you mean. Squidward equals Woodward. Okay. That'd be fun. The only time I did the Woodward was I went with some snowboarder. We like filmed all day. It was pretty cool. I haven't been there since it opened though. Lucas, what's the info for the Armada suits? In the video you said you just got shells, but isn't the Heyman suit 3L Gore-Tex? Isn't that an insulation rating? No, the 3L Gore-Tex is the fabric of the waterproofing. So it's a 3-layer waterproof. There's no insulation rating. It says it if you look at, I'll put it right here in the chat. But yeah, there's no yeah, there's no insulation rating on it. The 3L is telling you the layers of waterproofing. For instance, a lot of other gear is going to be like a 2-layer, a 2L waterproofing. If that makes sense. Woodworm foam pit. At this point, I'm not using the Monsec gear. Boston Magnese. Woodward drop 3 to miss foam pit. You should do a trip or Chile or somewhere to the south. Yeah, I might go to I'd love to go to New Zealand next summer to ski. Love how they button together. Isn't that such a cool feature, Chris? I was kind of like, dude, at first I didn't really know what it was. Then I put the pieces together to see that they button together to be like a one piece. Super rad. First time in Canada this year? Are you asking me, or you're going to Canada for the first time? Honestly, East Coast resorts are underwhelming after skiing West Coast. I went to Whistler at the beginning of the year for the first time. It's just not the same out east anymore. You don't have to tell me, man. But I respect just the spirit of skiing, no matter where you are. And two, a lot of people, you know, all they have is East Coast, you know. And I'll say it because just to say it, I lived on the East Coast for 23 years of my life, you know. So it's not like I'm unfamiliar with the mountains out there. Have I skied a lot of them? No. Okay, but I lived in central New York for a long time. Yeah, I would check out Snow King. I want to do night skiing at Snow King. Oh, Regina already answered. You should get into the touring game, says Bryce. Horn for Eric G. I'll give you a horn. And that's a horn for Dakota. What's your only skis link? I have one, dude. It's just hidden. You got to ask the right people. Would you ever do Corbets? Probably not. Have you ever done Corbets before? No, I have not. Corbets is extremely big. When you stand on top of it, you realize that, yeah, maybe this isn't the best idea. You should do that trip for the following season after getting a few things, logistics, getting ready. Yeah, no, it's a good point, Matt. And I talked about this a few streams ago. I was like, if on some miracle of grace we were to hit 100,000, like say in March, I would put the trip off to the following year just to give the East, you know, like I want to do it properly. Like I'm not going in there with some snarky attitude, right? Like I want to ski it properly and you know, in the right times. And obviously, you know, I can only control so much, but I wouldn't go to the East like, you know, in March and do like March and April. I know better. So yeah, I would definitely. And like, dude, it's going to take me 3 days just to drive out there, 3 days to drive back. And I want to, you know, if I'm going to do it, I got to spend 4, 6, 8 weeks out there. So that's the thing. I mean, it would take up a lot of the season, really. So Jay gifted 5. Brian, Maya's Blue, Victor, Tyler, Eric. Jay, thank you for the 5 gifted, my friend. Where my Jack Frost skiers at? Hey, Lucas, you should go to Sundance last year, and you went there. I saw you and got a picture with you. Nice, dude. Yeah, I'll definitely be at Sundance again. The only problem is it's expensive. I know that you ski more extreme terrain, and props for that, but what is your favorite groomer in Park City? What the hell is the name of it? It's the groomer right underneath Silverlode. Literally lift line at Silverlode. It's pretty steep. It's pretty long. I'm like on a fresh corduroy. It is called Prospector, I think. Harley's Park to a Prospector. That's a great groomer with some like rollers in it. I'm a snowboarder, but love watching your videos. Do you live in the van during the summer? Not really, no. Love your video, says Ruffled Images. Thank you, Ruffled. I know you like our motto. What made you originally gravitate towards them? That's a good question. How's Luna doing? No snowboarders allowed here. Yo, you guys gotta chill. How's it going? Just dropped my skis off to get mounted. Can't wait to use them. What's up, Aaron? It's going well, dude. Good for you, dude. Staying ahead of the season. I know you like Ryan. What made you originally gravitate towards them? You know, it's a good question. I really don't have a exact answer. I think one of the reasons is I like the athletes that ride for them. I also I was always drawn towards the sort of, I don't know, I want to say in a sense this sort of rebellious, sort of anti-authority image that I feel like they had, at least when I was 22, 23 years old. It just felt like it wasn't as mainstream as something like Rosignol or Nordica. Again, there's nothing wrong with those, but back then, you know, it just felt like it was a little bit more of this sort of old school urban style ski brand. And so that's how I got in my first pair of Armadas. And now just, yeah, being doing more look into the company. One of their slogans is create at all costs, which I think is very indicative of sort of one of the philosophies that I have with just my channel, what I've done over the years. But then obviously having someone like Henrik Harlow, Sammy Carlson, Tanner Hall, I mean, arguably these guys are some of the best skiers and athletes of the sport, you know? So it's just nice to see the people who rep the brand, and being able to meet someone like Malou Peterson. I don't know. Yeah, bring your walkie-talkies, man. We need walkie-talkies. Oh, I've missed a lot of these chats. Yeah, that's why Regina. That's why. Yeah, Regina is an extreme. I don't want to use the word asset, but Regina is very valuable here. That is why she is a moderator, and she often answers the questions before I even see them. So thank you, Regina. Silent Bloodshed. Hello from Lake Tahoe. I was wondering if you'll be coming back to Heavenly House. Would you ever try telemark skiing one day? Cheers. Thank you for the $5. Yeah, I think I will come back to Heavenly. I never really got a good taste of it. I want to ski and see Lake Tahoe. I feel like I've yet to really achieve that. And will I ever try telemark skiing? Maybe. I really don't have too much of a desire to try other disciplines of skiing, but if I were to try one, telemark would be one of them. Thank you for the $5, Silent Bloodshed. You coming to Mammoth this year? Yes. Beast Mode, what's going on? Yeah, Regina knows I'm talking. Nice, wide, and steep. That's what's fun about it. You're going to make it to the Ice Coast this season. No plans for East Coast at this point. Straight line of Prospectors Fire. Yeah, I remember I used to do that when I was young. But yeah, that's a fun one. Gab Schuller says Mammoth this year. Yes. Where are my Jack Frost skiers at? More night skiing content. I know I've rarely done night skiing. I just started skiing last year. I'm already doing blacks, but not double blacks. Maybe this year, though. Congratulations, Mo. That's very, very good. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. With the new Insta360 cameras, do you feel it's better to get one of their cameras, or is GoPro still king? I'm gonna be honest. I think when it comes to 360 cameras, I think Insta360 is has a leg up with that. I think the usability with the GoPro Max is very challenging for new people, to be honest. I think if you're not versed in editing, if you're not using Adobe Premiere Pro, I think the GoPro Max just is a tough camera to use. I will always feel indebted to GoPro because I just feel like it's one of the only tools that it's the tool that's really allowed me to share what I share. But with that being said, I think whatever camera allows people to go out there and film and get excited to use it is the right camera for you. I think the GoPro Max 2 when it comes out is going to be is going to be super solid. But right now, I think the Max is an older camera. But I do think something like the Heroes from GoPro are still king, in my opinion. So a long answer is the 360 camera from Insta, I think is a little bit better. But I do think the Heroes right now are still just the king of the action camera. But What's up, Chin? What up, Mark? Patch Kuratolo. Hello, hello. If you go to New Zealand, you gotta head up north to Bali, going home to hit out to the bird or surf. I'll let this till you try. Be brave, bro. Yeah, I think we had about 160 at some point. I think we're a little bit lower now, but it's been a good a lively stream, put it that way. When was the last time you've been out east? Last time I was at east was June of 2022. June of 2022. Brett Downing. Thank you for the $5. What's the best cardio to prep for ski season? Bike, stair stepper, other. Stair stepper can master, which is why I asked. Dude, I think the stair stepper is a great cardio piece for ski season, especially for hiking. But one of the reasons why I like the stair stepper is because it still builds a lot of leg endurance in addition to cardio. I think that you can never go wrong with the bike as well. I just think sometimes it's easy to find yourself just sitting there cycling, but I do think the stair stepper is pretty badass. But to be honest, any sort of cardio is gonna be good, whether it's running, hell, even walking a little bit each day is better than nothing. But yeah, unfortunately, I think the best cardio for skiing is just to ski, but to prep for it, stair stepper, the bike is good. You know, even walking backwards on a treadmill works. Or hell, I used to just walk at an incline on the treadmill, put it like max incline and just walk. And like before you know it, you're in a full sweat. Like, yeah. What resorts would you recommend for an East Coast skier looking to come out west? I mean, it all depends where you're going. You know, there's plenty of resorts in Utah, plenty in Colorado. Jackson Hole is obviously a good one. Fusion, thank you for the 10 months. I'll have to live your content. Keep up the awesome camera work and content. Thank you, Fusion. No plans on stopping just yet. Maybe soon, but as of now, no. Have you ever skied Big White? I have not skied Big White. Hopefully this year. Hello from South Texas. Will you be skiing Vail this season? Ooh, I don't get that question that often. I don't know. Probably won't ski too much Vail. Olympics likely coming to Utah's in the 2030s. I saw that. Pretty crazy. 2034, I think they said. Have you ever used the Action 4? I have not used the Action 4. I've literally only used GoPro action cameras. I started with the 2, then I went to the 3, then I went to the 4, then the 5, then I went to the 7, then the Hero 10, then the 11 and 12. So I never used the 6, I never used the 8, I never used the 9. Adam Watson with the 5. Damn, so many gifts this stream. We might have a record amount of 5 gifters. I think that's like... Where are we at? Adam with 5, Jay with 5, Eric with 5, Ray with 1, Xander with 5, Ron with 5. Brandon S, Patch, John, Jacob, Edward. Welcome. Adam, thank you for the 5 gifted, my friend. Last time we took a race car out in the rain. Did we do any rain running this year? If not, we did Sonoma last year. We were in the rain. What's up, Brendan dome in. Moving Breck is fully open by mid-December. Like I said, man, anything before the new year can still be hit or miss, in my opinion. If we had a year like last year, it could be fully open, but, 2-3 years ago, we had a horrible year, and we were still skiing mid-mountain on New Year's. What's cardio, says Chen? I don't know, man. I love to see you ski Vail in peak season. I know. I think I need to ski Colorado in general this year in peak season. It's been a while, but I need to ski Colorado, not just opening day. Do you think this winter will be better than last? I do not. Not that it means it's going to be a bad winter. I just think it's going to be very rare that you're going to have even more snow than we had last year. When's the live stream ski session coming? I don't know. People have asked for that. I think it's worth trying, but I'm just not super optimistic about it. What's up, Beckham? How you doing, my friend? Awesome stream. Thanks, Luis. Getting so stoked, Brandon. I'm glad you like the stream, man. We have about 30 minutes left. We stream every Wednesday, 6 to 8. I couldn't even tell you what we talk about, but we talk about a little bit of everything. Sometimes we go on rants. Sometimes we talk about skiing. Are you getting new skis this year? Yes and no. I put out a whole gear video on all the skis that I have for this year. You can check out on my YouTube. Found your channel not so long ago. Love the content, says SST Training. Thank you, man. Glad you like it. I wish I could donate. Do not 100% worry about it. All my savings went to my Brian Head Fund. That is what I want your savings to go towards. Skiing, life, experiences. SLC's the only bid for 2034, but selling the bid for 2030 a couple other host cities. As an employee with the Utah Olympic Legacy Foundation, we want 2034 more than 2030. That seems like so far away. It seems like so far away. I've been following you for 3.5 years now. Thank you, man. It's a long time. It'd be sick if you drove your race car in the snow and drifted around. Oh man, we'd have to put spikes in the tires or something. I need East Wall, Steep Gills at A Basin, and peak season content. Dude, it's been so long since I skied East Wall. I have lots of GoPro footage of me rappelling into the, I forgot, North Pole and First Notch and all that stuff. I used to love the East Wall, man. That was where I feel like I lived out there. I drive out there before class, hike up there by myself, do 2 laps on the East Wall, drive back to Denver, go to class. Enjoy your videos. Looking forward to the upcoming season. Pay more attention than usual. I appreciate that, Adam. Thanks again for the 5 gifted, my friend. The new pass I purchased is the Indy Pass. The Indy Pass. It gives you 2 days at a bunch of different resorts in the US and Canada, but you can really only use the days on the weekdays. You can't really use the you can't really use them on the weekends. Interesting pass. Do you have plans to ski Vail this season? I think I already asked that, answered that, Patrick. I've tried live skiing on Twitch, does not work out, lost every slot. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I don't feel like there's going to be enough reception But hell, I'll try it. Chris Noddy with the 20. Stoke Squad loving from the Stroke Master Noddy. You gotta be careful what you say, man. If Eric is in here and sees that, dude, he's not gonna let it go. Chris, thank you for the 1999, my friend. Stoke Squad loving from the Stroke Master Noddy. You might have just given yourself a new nickname that you can't get rid of. Livestream ski sesh might work good at Whistler. I've been there and they have good cell service all around that place. I mean, like, it's worth the shot. I mean, what am I going to hold my phone and try to ski around? It's going to give you guys motion sickness. I think it'd be better to put a GoPro on my helmet and try to, hook that up to the stream somehow and let that rip. But we're the only bidders for 2034, but not hosting. The IOC will announce who is hosting the 2030-2034 winter right before the Paris 2024 Summer Games. The first hill I'm going to head up is probably Arapahoe Basin. You talked about skiing and when you're coming to the East Coast. I know, man. I need to have, like... Oof. East Coast and let's, like, am I going to this place? Am I going to this place? What resort opening days are you planning on going to? I'm planning on going to a lot of, most of them in Summit County, Colorado, and most of them in Utah. And then I would also like to hit up Jackson Hole, but I'm not going to do it at the expense of something like Snowbird. So most Colorado, most Utah. Those are going to be the ones I'm going to actually be able to make. I won't be going out to California. A lot of the California ones are opening the same time as Utah. And so I probably won't skip out on Utah's for California's. Is there a delay? Not really. I mean, I see Ron Wilson just put in there. Jeremy Green. I just try to, respond to everyone. Thought the title of the stream meant you were going to be on the slopes. Nah. You think Park City will be open by the 17th of November? To be honest, Beckham, I'm optimistic that they'll be open by November 17th. 2 years ago or 3 years ago, they had to push it back, which was very depressing. But, I think with the cold temperatures we're supposed to get and some snow, I mean, I think you'll have some basic runs open, but that's about it. I don't think you're going to see many places opening early like we saw last year. Chris Stroke Master. I know. You gotta be careful. When was the last time you had a wet race? I know for sure Watkins Glen, like 2015 was incredibly wet. We did not have a wet race in the past 2 seasons, which is pretty crazy. I thought this whole time there was a huge stream delay, says Owen. No, Spartacus, Regina, I concur 100% about Telluride. No, I see it. I don't think there's any delay. You got to remember, when this started, right, there was 8 of us in here. Okay, so I read every single person, responded to everyone, and I just never really changed that. I mean, sometimes I just can't keep up. But... Are you going to go to Revelstoke this year? Yes. Boom. How do you like that? No delay. Instantaneous responses. I've been Park City for the past couple years in a row. This year I'm trying Telluride. How would you compare the two? It's a tough comparison because I've spent so many days at Park City and 1 day at Telluride. From what I've seen at Telluride, I think they are pretty similar in the sense that they have a lot of... Telluride also has a lot of variety in their terrain. They have some very gnarly stuff, but they also have a lot of sort of family-friendly stuff. I think in a sense it's a similar sort of ski town feel to it, but the actual ski town of Telluride, it feels smaller. It feels a little bit more distant. Not in a bad way or anything, but the mountain of Telluride's a bit smaller. But I don't think you'll not like them. You're not like Telluride. I mean, it seems like a great place. You remember the Vanquish from Die Another Day? Am I supposed to know what that means? Because I don't. Parley to Prospector, 10 out of 10. Yeah. Another great groomer is Upper Apex Ridge at Canyons has great groomers as well. The full indies get on the weekends. It is Hugo. The pass that I got, it's not the full indie. I couldn't get the full indie. Trying to see which one I got. I don't know. It's customer code. Damn it. Damn it. All right. I can't get into my account right now. It's not the full indie. Put it that way. Ever thought of a collab with Alex Honnold? Guys, someone like Alex Honnold is arguably one of the biggest climbers in history. All right. Have I thought about it? Yeah, I've thought about it in my wildest dreams, but you know, I'm an aspiring YouTuber that makes ski videos. There's a massive disconnect. What mountain are you most excited to visit this year? Namely, somewhere you haven't been before. Namely, you gave me a condition. When are you going to be in Colorado, Lucas? Whenever the mountains open up, Willie Wheels. Oh man, it's got to be somewhere in British Columbia. I mean, Fernie's a one I'm really excited to get to. Mount Baker's one that's been on my list for a while. Panorama. I don't know. You know, in a weird way, I've been to a lot of the places that I've really been excited to go to. Mammoth. But yeah, probably just more up in British Columbia. Okay, Crazy Carl with the $4.99. We're talking about bucket list runs. What Dreamline you haven't skied yet? Inbounds at a ski resort. Minus Pipeline at Snowbird. Good choice, my friend. Dreamline you haven't skied yet. Mine is probably going to be Kiwi Flats at Mammoth. I think that is a run that requires full commitment. It's short, but extremely exhilarating. Very steep and kind of just like a free-for-all straight drop. I mean, I've done Elevator. I've done Death Chute at Snowbird. Those are kind of similar in a sense. Big Couloir or whatever. Main Couloir. Big Couloir. Big Sky is obviously one on my list. But yeah, I think Kiwi Flats at Mammoth is a pretty... That's a pretty big boy sort of run. You thought this was a huge stream delay? Nah, dude. Ew with the 5. SST Training, John Podles, Crazy Carl, BW, Wyatt, welcome. Another 5 gifted. I gotta say, I think that's a record of the 5 gifters. I think we got 31 new Stoke Squad members this stream. Insane. Recommended East Coast hit list for Lucas: Sugarloaf, Jay, Stowe, Sugarbush, Cannon, Smuggler's Notch, Killington, Mad River Glen, Whiteface. Damn. You gave me the whole list. Now, there'll be a serious sort of planning if this ever goes down. You know, no one said I'm not going to disappear once I hit 90,000. But I'm just kidding. But yeah, there's going to be some serious planning into it. You know, like I said, I want to do it the right way. Like, I'm not you know, it's going to be a ton of time, money, you know, so. Revelstoke when? February. Yeah, we got a link up at Deer Valley. Moving to PC late November. Hell yeah, BW. I love Deer Valley. One of my favorites. Do you think A Basin will open late October? I do. I think they'll get an October opening. But I don't think it's going to be this weekend. Pipeline would be so sick, but only... Yeah, it does, Levi. I think it opened last year, though. To be honest, I don't know how you get up there. I was trying to look at Google Maps and whatnot, or whatever, to see how you hike up there. I don't get it. Do you have to boot pack up the face to get on the ridge, and then you hike the ridge up? Or I don't see how you get on the ridge. Ew, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships in honor of Netflix raising prices again. Damn, I didn't know they did that. Indy sold it. Did. It sold out super quick, so then I put myself on the wait list. Then I got an email like last week and was like, hey, you're up in line if you want to buy it. I was like, I honestly forgot. I didn't even... And I was like going back and forth. I was like, should I get it? Should I not get it? It was like $400. And I'm like, I don't necessarily have to have it. But then I saw that they added new places. And I'm like, well, Powder Mountain, that's in Utah. Big White was the reason I got it. Mount Hood Meadows. And I'm like, it's just nice being able to have the ability to kind of travel around and ski at places as you come across them. So, but I'm glad I got it. Indy Base Pass. I think that's the one I got, Hugh. It was the Pace. I got a weekday pass for my local. Only got Monday to Friday during the day, but only 150. Nice, man. That's a freaking steal. Small hill, but still cool. Hell, as long as you're on skis, dude. Did you look at Mount Collective? I did. The reason I didn't go Mount Collective was it just felt very, very similar to the Icon Pass. Granted, I would get 2 extra days everywhere, which is nice. But, I don't know. I didn't look into it too much. Maybe I should check back again. When's the Telluride trip? I don't have a Telluride trip planned right now. Is there a Silverton trip in the future? It would be cool to try that mountain out. Obviously, there's a lot of people who vouch for it. But yeah, I don't have a Telluride. I would love to go to Taos, Brett. That's one place I feel like I do need to visit. I think it'd be really cool to go to the Southwest and ski. Maybe we'll rip out there. Shit, why not? I think if they're having a good snow year, which they're kind of forecasted to have one, there'd be no reason not to go out there. And Alex Hanold's live stream, everyone is asking if you'll... I think, one, we're either talking about 2 different Alex Honolds. Are we talking about the free solo guy? Because that's just... And then you use Louis Cantina, so I think you're just trolling me, MR2. Crested Butt is worth the trip. Yeah, for sure. I want to definitely try that place out. That's fire, says John. John, you've been here this whole time, dude. I feel like both on Instagram and YouTube, dude. You're a real one, dude. I appreciate you. Dakota with the 420. Garage Gang. Is it already that time? Dude, it is. I feel like this stream ripped by. Holy. I don't know why. Maybe because I've been just sitting here answering questions this whole time. No rants, no nothing, dude. What a boring stream. I'll let Alex know about you. I've got to go now, but thank you. I'm getting trolled, man. You guys are literally trolling me. It's unreal. You guys come to my stream and you troll me. I love it. Ever been to the Alps? No, I haven't. I listen to a low pressure podcast with Chris Rubens. Super cool to give you a shout out about your channel. Oh, I didn't know that. Was it Low Pressure Podcast gave the shout out or Chris Rubens gave the shout out? I'll have to check that out. It was so cool to meet Mark this past winter. He was such a cool guy. I don't know what I was expecting, but man, he was just so down to earth, and he was just like, yeah, someone who's met so many athletes and traveled all over the world for skiing. Like, he was super, super kind, and like, that's something we just need more of in any community, but especially like the sort of outdoor industry. I mean, there's a difference between being nice and being kind, and Mark was just a kind human being. Telluride has something for every level skier, and the town is nothing. Yeah. Very true. The town is, I think, one of the coolest parts about Telluride. Thanks for the shout out. Love the content. See you next week. Later, man. Thanks for making it fun. Gonna be a ski instructor, Mount Snow. Hit your boy up. Let's go. Big Cool would be sick. Probably say you want to do it. Die in the game video. I know. The best part about that question was just like, what is Joe's like top 3 bucket list runs? And he's like, well, we got to do Big Calor. We got to do more Kicking Horse. And the question was like, what ones does he want to do? And his response was me and him together doing it. Lucas, have you seen much of Cody Townsend's The 50? So to be honest, I've seen them before because it's hard not to be in this space and see them. That's obviously, really the biggest skiing content on YouTube. But I haven't really delved into like the story and truly followed it, largely because, to be honest, I just don't have a huge interest in the backcountry stuff. I feel like it's hard for me to relate to it. But I think from a filmmaking, storytelling standpoint, they're fantastic. But I don't really know much more past that. I think, being a supporter of the community, and he's obviously is an insane pro skier, so it's cool to see what he's doing, kind of pushing the envelope of it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was a trick question, if I'm not supposed to like it, but I have nothing but respect for the skiing, the filming, the storytelling. I mean, that is so much work to do. But like I said, I've never really locked in and like really followed the different stories. I'm just familiar with what the overall context is, and I think it's cool. Palmyra Peak, hike long way up. Yeah. When I went there, Ron, that's what I was hoping to do that. It was obviously closed, but that's got to be one of the gnarliest hikes to runs just sort of at a resort. I mean, I heard it takes like 2.5 hours to do the hike. Sort of like scrambling on all fours, like... That's a sort of a bucket list run as well. Ever thought of doing a ski trip in Switzerland? Not really, man. I mean, it'd be cool. Like, look, would I love to ski in Switzerland? Would I love to ski in the Alps? Yes, of course. It's just not, What's up, Dakota? Yeah, I'd love to, though. You have to hike from the ridge at the end of Little Cloud. Oh. For some reason, Levi, I thought you had to like kind of traverse across the road to Provo and then boot pack up and hike it from that side. But you're saying you just get off the lift and you just hike. Oh, okay. Huh. Dakota. Oh man, now Dakota's trolling me in the Instagram live. Crazy, dude. Who said Lewis Cantina? Oh man, that was so funny this last year when I did that news interview because the Avalanche, and they called me Lewis after all that. We ski at Antelope Butte in the Bighorn Mountains. I think I have that on the Indy Pass now. What's up, Ezra? Glad I'm not the only one here just to troll Lucas. Oh, it's that time. Holy. Lewis, Stroke Squad, only ski and food talk. We almost hit all the points. Waiting on the rant. What's good, Kyle? I don't think there's any rant tonight. Garage Gang featuring my parents. Wow, this is an absolutely epic photo. All right, this part of the stream is this is the last 5 minutes of the stream where we honor the Garage Gang. So if you're a young child, go to bed. But if not, gotta make sure I choose the right photo. You know what I'm saying? Got some crazy stuff on here. I don't want to drag and drop the wrong thing. Chin will probably screenshot it, blackmail me. That'll be the end of my YouTube channel. Featuring the parents. Skiing split was sick. He's an animal virus. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I mean, there is no doubt the stuff that he is doing is just, you know, it's uncharted territory, right? I mean, he's not just taking a lift up, you know, and skiing a controlled zone. I mean, he's truly backcountry skiing where the risks are just incredibly high, and he's also documenting it, filming it, and all that stuff. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I have nothing but respect for what he's doing. If you look on Fat Map, it shows the boot pack. Okay. I would not say that. It sounds like you already booked the trip, so you know, I think it's going to be fun coming from Rhode Island. I just would make sure your expectations are in the right spot. I mean, you're going to largely be skiing one run, you know, sort of a blue or green groomer, but. Anyways, Garage Gangs. We got Dakota up front. We got Pablo. We got Matt. Dakota's wife, 2 garage dogs. Dakota's parents. This is the first time we've been seeing the parents, I think. Right? Damn, they didn't even take the pillow down, even with parents in the room. They just totally left me out to dry, dude. Unreal. Wait, time out. Holy. Damn, the first time I meet Dakota's parents and I got a pillow right at my mouth, dude. It's unreal. Wait a second, dude. Wow, dude, look at this huge collection. What is this orange thing back there next to the tennis racket? Look at even where my hand is placed, dude. They waited to the right time. Right, I totally got set up, dude. Unreal. Wait a second. Wait a second, man. Wow, dude, I never thought I'd see the day. Unreal. Oh my god. I got scammed, dude. I literally got scammed. Sloppy Slobrin, Luis Castillo. Wow, dude. You guys are literally ruthless. There's no ends. Stroke Squad. John, I thought you said you had to go, man. See, everyone comes back to see me beating up the pillow, dude. Need a sticker of that pillow screenshot. Oh man, I'm deleting this stream from my channel for this reason. I got done dirty, dude. Look at Stroke King. Damn, Walton chimes in. Walton chimes in out of nowhere. I already know the bottoms of all those grinders are full. this is so rigged. It's unbelievable. What pass did you get? I got the Indy pass. Wrathy Mice. Lucas exposed. We're here for this content. I know I was set up, Spartacus. The Stroke King comments evil. Wow. Unbelievable. Sub count about to go through the roof. Oh my god. I even have the Stoke Squad hat on too, so now it's branded. You should put this as your profile pic, says Levi. Walton might need that OnlyFans now. Dude, Walton's ruthless, dude. Oh my god, time out. Oh, shit. It does deserve to be framed and signed. Largely because we have Dakota's parents. Anyways, guys. Oh, man. I don't know if it was you guys, but that stream went by very quickly. But now I'm hungry. I need to make dinner. I have a video coming out tomorrow if I can finish it up. I don't know how, you know, we're going to see how it does, but it's a little bit longer. It's about ski jargon. Might help people, might not help people, but I was honestly expecting that Colorado was going to open this weekend, but I think we're going to see next weekend. So it's all good. And I appreciate everyone for being here, taking the time out of their week. I love you all, and I'll see you guys when I see you. If you have a question, DM me on Instagram. I'll respond.